Hello, everyone. I'm Mary Chao with the Democrat and Chronicle, and with us today is Rick Herman. He is the CEO of Rochester Home Builders Association, and we are here to talk about home construction, which reopened under Phase 1 last Friday. Hello, Rick.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Rick, now, home construction reopened under Phase 1 last Friday. How has the week been? Has it been busy?
It sure has. Of course, we knew this coming on through Empire State Development and the efforts of the local folks here in the community. So we were getting prepared all last week. And really, Monday is when it started to pick up. Naturally, not much happened last Friday, the first day. But I've been hearing from the builders and subcontractors, and things are going well. The weather is in our favor right now. We've got to make up for some lost time. We're hoping that we can do that. We have a good, solid workforce that's coming back, and it's possible that this pandemic may even help us with some other folks that are finding themselves unemployed coming over to our industry.
What about the economy? Are people concerned about money being tight and not pursuing larger building projects?
Actually, no, and a little bit surprisingly for us, we thought there would be a slowdown during the 2 months that we had, but people were continuing to call the builders, to visit the models by appointment, and to talk about building, or even in some cases doing home improvements and remodeling. I think the people that stayed in their homes found all the faults with their existing homes. And if they were thinking possibly at some point in time looking at building or relocating to a bigger or smaller home, whichever the case may be, they had the time to think about it, and that's kept the activity very strong.
Inventory for existing single family homes have been extremely low the past few years. Does that help your industry?
It does. When the industry experiences low inventory of existing homes, typically new construction is an option, more of an option for people. I think the biggest thing is can we produce that product for that individual during the time frame that they want? That's one of our bigger problems right now, is making sure that the supply lines and the supply chains are very fluid. Lumber, roofing, siding, windows, etc., are going to be able to be delivered to the job sites, and we'll be able to deliver those homes later this summer or early fall.
What type of trends can we expect coming out of the pandemic when it comes to home construction?
Well, we saw this after 9/11. We saw backyard living, which just took right off after 9/11, and I think backyard living is going to be also something that we see coming out of this. But also, I think you're going to see home gyms, and you're going to see home offices be a very popular entity that is going to be built into new homes nowadays.
Any advice for consumers who are looking to hire contractors?
Well, if anybody's looking for a home improvement, a remodeling, or if they're looking to relocate and a new home is an option, I would get in there early because of the 2.5 months that we've lost. We've lost it in a very busy time for us, as we all know. The real estate market typically picks up in the spring. We've lost a very good weather, and that we anticipate that we're going to be going through the entire summer this year with good activity, and we'll go right through to the fall. We're hoping that our numbers don't fall too much. Right now, it looks like there could be a small drop in building permits, but nothing too large. And we're hoping that everybody will get what they want by the holidays.
Now, I know the building industry has had trouble just pre-pandemic hiring people because there just aren't enough people out there working. Do you think the situation helps builders a bit at this point?
Well, it could because some folks did lose their jobs, and there's an opportunity that they have some of the skill sets that might come over to our industry. We certainly have the opportunity for numerous people within the trades at various different levels and that. So that we can only hope will be the case. In addition to that, we're seeing that there's a fair amount of college students and younger students that may not have had the opportunity to get right into the workforce, and they may look at the construction trades and get settled in.
Post 2008 recession, a lot of home builders turned into home construction remodeling because of the economy. Do you sense that may happen after the shutdown here?
No, not at all. Matter of fact, there was an article in another national newspaper that I was reading the other day. 2008's recession was a housing bubble, and we do not have that at all. And as you know, and we've always said, Rochester is probably steady Eddie when it comes to the real estate market. It's one of the better markets throughout the entire Northeast, and actually throughout the entire country. So I don't see that at all. I think that home building is going to be strong. It's going to continue to be strong in 2020 and go on into 2021.
Okay, it looks like we're having some audio issues, so we will wrap this up. We'd like to thank Rick Herman, who is the CEO of Rochester Home Builders Association, for joining us today on Democrat and Chronicle Facebook Live. I'm Mary Chao. Have a good afternoon.